Today is a great day for Caswell County. My name is James Allegretto, and I'm the Executive Director for Youth in North Carolina. We collaborate with the 1,800 youth-serving organizations across the state that work hand in hand with youth every single day. We're also youth development advisors to Chief Justice Newby, the State Chief Justice, on his ACES Informed Courts Task Force. Youth in North Carolina advocates to help children live better lives. And in my volunteer service, I'm the president for NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness, for Alamance, Caswell, and Rockingham counties. And NAMI offers educational programming to help people better understand mental illness. Now, we support people in their darkest of times. We support parents that are having difficulty with understanding some of the things that their children are going through. And we do this so no one feels alone. Now, I know my two guys right here are very, very patiently waiting to dig into the candy buffet. But NAMI has granted Gunn Memorial Public Library a grant of mental health focused books. Now, we're not merely just celebrating ink and paper. We're celebrating today hope, healing, and resilience. Now, these books, after today, they go on the shelf and they're just books. But according to the CDC, more than 1 in 5 adults live with a mental health concern, and that's a lot of people. Some of us in this room may be living with a mental health concern, and all of us have mental health. But I've traveled everywhere from Stoneville to Snow Camp and every small community in between, talking to people about mental health. I've talked to first responders, I've talked to teachers, I've talked to youth leaders, I've talked to parents, I've talked to children. And I stand here today to remind each of you that mental health doesn't care if you're white, if you're black, if you're brown. It doesn't care if you're tall, if you're short. It doesn't care if you're employed or at home. Mental health doesn't care. Every person I spoke to was different, with different challenges. But each person knew somebody or had a mental health concern and just needed some help. NAMI is there for them. For far too long, mental health has been hidden in shadows, shrouded in stigma, hidden by fear of judgment. And today, with partnership with Gunn Memorial Public Library, we shed a light, a small light, but it is a light. I heard a story about a stone cutter that would take his tools, his hammer, his chisel, and he would tap that stone at least 100 times. And on the 101st time, that stone would then split open. And everybody would celebrate that the stone split open on that 101st time. But the reality, it was the small steps, the 100 times before it, that got you to that 101st time to split the stone. These books today are one of those 100 times that get in front of people to help them understand better mental health. It is the foundation on which we build our lives and our relationships, and I thank each of you for being here today. Parents will be able to enjoy stories of misadventures and know that they are not alone. And here, individuals will find reading entertainment that not only fills their mind, but also comforts their soul. And each of us has mental health. And when we're driving down the road and the person in front of us is driving 20 miles slower than the speed limit, we all have a low mental health point where we want to go around them and we throw our hands in the air and we say, why are they going so slow? And me personally, every time I get to go around that really slow person, I have to look and see what slow looks like. But then I recover from it. And not everybody has that opportunity. But I think reading some of the stories in these books, I think maybe people will be able to realize some of the struggles that they're going through. So that's why today is a great day in Caswell County. And I have to thank a few people that helped make this possible. And first, I would like to ask anybody who's in the room that is a member of the National Alliance on Mental Illness to please stand and be recognized. Yeah. Thank you for your support in making this happen. I want to thank Jillian Medlin, the Caswell County Chamber of Commerce, that when NAMI brought the idea to her, she was all about building this partnership, who introduced us to Patrick Fitzgerald, who is the director for the Gunn Memorial Public Library. Thank you so much. And Ajari Holman, please stand, who's the program person here at the library and who's going to then pick one of the books to read to us today. So thank you very much.
We want